Shabbat is supposed to be a moment of transition from our secular week into a day of holiness. But I'm not sure how it is possible to do so this Shabbat without somehow acknowledging the events that have consumed our attention during the past week. For many people, the last week has been filled with pain, angst, and fear. We've witnessed peaceful protesters who wish to bring their concerns of racism front and center with a renewed push for social change. And there were the criminal elements who simply used the moment as cover for violence and looting. Through it all, we've lived through a week of turmoil, and it is yet unclear how events will unfold in the coming days. How do we transition from a week of turmoil? Shabbat is a time of reflection. It's supposed to be a time of refraining from doing and reflecting on what we have done. During Shabbat, we're supposed to think about the lessons we've learned from the week, questions that we raise and we now need to think about without the turmoil of the events themselves. I spoke with many people in the past week who have shared with me that they are decreasing the amount of time they spend watching the news. It's one thing to be informed, but quite another to be so consumed with the latest news that it overwhelms the soul and leads to increased anxiety. Perhaps on this Shabbat, you'll take a day off from the news and use it to ask yourself the questions about what you've learned from the past week and how that will influence your own behavior as you go forward. We at Temple Aliyah, we of course will provide you with virtual opportunities to bring in Shabbat with candlelighting, Shabbat services, and conclude with Havdalah. But how you spend the rest of Shabbat is up to you. Whatever you decide, I hope it will be a day of peace for you and for our country. Shabbat Shalom.